What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope everyone is doing great. Continuing on the Robot Wars journey. This is Heat K, boys and girls. So let's freaking go.
4 heats to go and 2 semi-finalists to find. It's clobbering time as 6 more robots follow in the trademarks of GBH, King Buxton, Cassius and Roadblock. Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who oils Crichton's bearings, Craig Charles.
I know it's hard to imagine, but some people just aren't going to like Robot Wars. People who hanker after Ford Mondeos with fake leather interiors. People who wear cardigans. People who use electric blankets in June. For some people, the thought of robots fighting it out in our spectacular high-tech arena has no appeal at all. That's right. I'm talking about you, madam. So when I take that steaming hot cup of cocoa, put on your tartan slippers and dust off your favourite Baldunican album, while those of us with a pulse get down to some serious robotic carnage. Let's meet tonight's contenders.
First.
But that's true in anything that you do. Whatever you do, someone is going to dislike it. It doesn't matter. You can have 1,000 people like something, and there's 1 or another 1,000 that hate it. That's life.
From Eastbourne, Enzyme.
Will the 14-year-old boys triumph over their elders with this 24-volt powered wheelchair motor-driven machine? Its front forklift can raise 16 stone, originally coming from the elevating backrest from the same wheelchair as did the wheels. Took only £100 to build, took 7 months to construct.
From Elstead in Surrey, Phoenix.
With a top speed of 15 mph, this by far the fastest in the field. Will Phoenix rise from the ashes of fiery battle with victory? A front ram, a 9-inch hardened steel tungsten tip spike at the back, twin 6-inch triangular blades also. It looks dangerous and at £5,000 expensively assembled.
From Borden in Hampshire, Plunderbird 2.
The team are back with an extensively modified version of the original Plunderbird from the first wars. The raising blade on the front can plough through opponents. The steel pneumatic ram can puncture and wound. The purpose tank tracks will give great traction, and the 17.5 amp battery is plenty of pull. This machine can haul a Range Rover.
From Langport in Somerset, the Mule.
This be a stubborn bot with a real kick from its 3 front compressed gas-powered legs. The forklift can lift 260 pounds. Roger Plant wants to get in underneath the house robot. No surprise, he used to be a submarine pilot. The motors come from lawnmowers, so too the rubber-tied wheels.
From Kilgetty in Pembrokeshire, Demon.
Captain Dave Clutterbuck loves 10-pin bowling and truck racing. Will this demonic machine drive through its rivals and skiffle them with its 10mm thick spikes? It has a 0 turning circle powered by 2 12-volt batteries. The shell's hardened aluminium, wedge-shaped and compact.
From Preston, Megahertz.
How much megabytes from this PC-shaped bot? The keyboard goes up and down, but don't typecast this as a brain-drain boffin without some biff. Its rear power hacksaw and chisel can shred and spike. When threatened, it can also wedge itself into the floor. Forget ROMs, Craig. This one can ram.
Maybe the Disney cartoon Cars got inspired by megahertz. That's got to be one of the coolest looking ones right there. But I want to go for Plunderbird 2. I like the revisions on it from the first one that we seen it a couple seasons back. So I'm going with Plunderbird because something about these games, man, when they have these little ramps on the bottom or these kind of bulldoze kind of mechanics, they seem to do very well, guys. So let's see what Craig's got to say.
Dedication, 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 that's all you need. Well, I used to say that, but one of our robots is not going to break any records in our first round.
This is the gauntlet. The normal rules apply. This is the start zone. They have to get to the end zone. But there are 3 courses to choose from, each one littered with instruments of destruction that could signal death on Robot Wars. There's the medieval pendulum, the flame pit, the sphere, the sentinel, and of course, lots of angle grinders.
Roboteers, stand by.
Demon, Dave Clutterbuck, Joanne Russell, Nick Adams.
The defence weapons are mainly these spikes, which fit on the rear.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Spikes at the rear, but Demon will face a frontal onslaught from the big leaden ball. Hauling perilously close. Demon waited the moment, though, to move easily away. Only 2 miles an hour at top speed. It's slow. Look at Matilda here, making sure Demon doesn't break to the right. In other words, forcing Demon onto the Sentinel and towards that pit. Very careful driving here by Dave Clutterbuck. He used to be an electrician in the Navy. Slowly pushing Matilda back in this little armada of house robots. Oh, perilously close there to the precipice. A lick of flame in the back. Now Sir Killalot in with a sideways edge towards the pit of doom. Demon's done ever so well here. Well, that's a superb drive by Dave Clutterbuck.
I'm actually shocked that that thing for 2 miles per hour and had pretty decent pushing power, that it actually was pushing back Matilda. That's something I didn't think was going to happen. I'm like, 2 miles per hour, that's kind of whack.
Come to the platform, Dave Clutterbuck, John Russell and Ian Sutcliffe.
Look, he's still pushing us about, right?
He's a bit miffed, actually.
He almost had us in the pit, but we managed to back out.
Well, your Demon on the front's got a few facial injuries, but I suppose that'll easily paint up again, won't it?
No, they're war scars now. We needed some of them.
Give them a round of applause.
Terrific run by the Demon team, and their supporters club will appreciate the fact they completed the course and they're through.
Roboteers, stand by.
Enzyme, Captain Murray Ballard.
This was originally a wheelchair, which was in our friend's garden, and we've converted it into a robot. It's got the original motors, and it had air tyres before, but we've actually changed that over, so they're solid now.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Enzyme is a faster bot than Demon at 6 miles an hour. Again, taking on the Sentinel. Oh my goodness me! What was that? The Sentinel dropped in the path of Enzyme. Good quick burst, but here comes Matilda. And they're almost in the pit, and Matilda senses it, and there's the sparks of celebration from Matilda. Enough's enough for Enzyme.
The Enzyme team, come onto the platform. Murray Ballard, John Ballard, Andrew Wilkins, Angus Duncan. What happened then?
We just couldn't take it. You just like we just couldn't see a damn thing. All we saw was sparks, and we just started to panic. We're like, ah!
Mind your language, young man.
Sorry.
Well, I think you've done enough to get through to the next round, haven't you?
Hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. The Enzyme team.
And they should have done enough at 10.5 metres to go through. Phoenix next up.
Roboteers, stand by.
And here she is with David Croft and JP Abcroft.
These are the first things we purchased. They're industrial motors. They're 70 amp, 800 watt motors, which equate to about 1 horsepower. And they have 7-to-1 worm gearboxes driving these wheels.
Have blades here for cutting and bashing. In the back, we've got a huge point, which we can spin this thing around on its axis really quick and go after anything we want to.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
A quick and clever robot, it would seem. Almost sniffing out which route to take. Taking on the ramp and the ball and the exploding canisters, but more importantly, Killalot, quite wisely, veering away. Now it can spin quickly, they say, but it's caught on the ramp, and the ball has come into play as well. Phoenix has gone behind the ball. How can he see his robot now? Has to dash back. Oh! What on earth is he doing now? Which way is he going? Oh, he's turning the spike! That's what he was doing to try and ram Killalot! Is that wise? Oh, no! Uh-oh! That's horrendous from Killalot. Crunch. That's the end of that wheel. Phoenix is still rising. And
maybe it'll rise from the ashes. Do you guys think that in that part, it was way too fast for that middle area? I felt like it was just way too fast for it.
Surviving.
The Phoenix team, come to the platform. Well, lads, you decided to take on Sir Killalot.
We did. We thought we'd go for it, but the problem was we couldn't see our robot for the ball.
I think you've got a problem with one of your wheels. I think there's a robotic arm just cut it in half.
Oh, that's right. We got scared.
The Phoenix team.
No arm done. Due short. 8.9 metres for Phoenix.
Robot ears, stand by.
The Mule with Roger Plant.
We're on fibre optic links between the electronics and motor controllers. It all runs from a 12-volt battery, does a lot of damage. Compressed air bottle inside, which powers the legs and the forklift. It's all going very successfully so far.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
But he's spent 4 months building the Mule. There is actually an award in the series for the best engineered robot. This could be a leading contender. The dummy throws Matilda the wrong way. There go the tusks. But at 80 kilograms, the Mule is too heavy to flip, it would seem. Is it mobile enough to get beyond the spike and then dart beyond the sentinel? Controlling those kicking legs, goes beyond the sentinel. Matilda goes the wrong way. Splendid run by the Mule. A mule, but a mule with pace.
Matilda just got juked.
It looked like Matilda was scary there, didn't it?
I should think so too. I've kicked the what's it out of Matilda.
The kick the what's it, will you?
Yeah.
Mind your language too, sir. Those legs, those kicky legs.
Yeah.
How powerful are they then?
Well, they can chuck a Land Rover wheel about 20 feet.
Wow, no wonder Matilda got out of the way then, eh?
And the forklift will turn her over, no problem.
You're through to the next round?
Yes.
We'll see you there.
The Mule completing the course and going through, of course. But that means that Phoenix with 8.9 metres could be in trouble.
Driving was a bit hairy. It's a bit sensitive, you know. He's had too much hay this morning. He's a bit lively.
Robot ears, stand by.
Megahertz with Dave and Tony Lund and Gordon Keeling.
Powered by two 12-volt motors, so at times we can actually go into 24 volts to give it the extra speed and extra power. It's controlled digitally by power relays, switching several different relays to give different movements. The receiver is actually fitted into the monitor itself.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Tony Lunt's greatest ambition in life was to meet Philippa Forrester. Now, how ambitious is Megahertz? Lovely to look at, isn't it? And going against the angle grinders. And the ram rig, and squeezed in, a suicidal route, it would seem, from Megahertz. And it is hurting, but surviving.
No.
Now against the mace-shaped pendulum. And beyond that, slow and surely, not down there, surely, the flame pit. Megahertz and the teddy bear surviving.
No.
Obviously liking it hot. Kill a lot. To impede and impair the route through. And Matilda just for good measure. But slow and surely, and into the end zone.
Use the platform. Dave Lund, Tony Lund and Gordon Keeling. Well. Through to the end zone.
Yeah. Yes.
We thought we were going to get barbecued and we got away with it.
Well, I thought the little mouse was going to be the first one to go, but he got away with it too.
Well, we put the mouse on so the robots would keep off it because we thought they were pet friendly.
Well, you're through to the end zone. Are you confident about the next round?
Yes, very.
Give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Let's hope their confidence is not misplaced.
Safely through, Phoenix in trouble, but look what's coming next. Plunderbird, and they've even made their own record.
Weapons stolen from mankind, they fight to stay alive. They run the deadly gauntlet, and the weak will not survive. As the battle rages, servos whine and circuits.
Robot ears, stand by.
Yo, my man's had music video? That's lit. That's lit.
On the grill, stuck against the pyramid. Blunderbird.
But that's not going to happen this time because we've got all new track system, a big bulldozer blade, and
wonky aerial.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The boys from Borden in Hampshire, bordering on the insane. Blunderbird the second. Over the spike. There's the sentinel. With that swinging and deadly arm. Steady progress by Plunderbird. You can see the raising blade on the front.
What the hell?
They might have brought out a record.
Plunderbird, towards the platform.
They didn't record a great distance, though, did they?
What was all that about?
Well, we've heard that the house robots were getting a bit hard and a bit cheesed off with people going down that lane, so we just had to go for a bit of violence, really, and unfortunately I drove in the pit before we could actually get them.
You just drove straight into the pit. It was like you were scared of the robot.
We're not scared of the robots. We're going to trash the house robots. We're not scared of you. We just want some violence.
Okay.
Violence!
Thunderbird, all mouth and no trousers. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy's a 1 minute man, hands down. Anybody tell this guy that the hole is a bad thing to do, man? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna last real long.
Oh, great stuff from Blunderbird in the pit. Terrible driving, but through. Will they get their revenge? Phoenix go out.
What a chicken.
It's quick now, wasn't it?
Why do you think they're chickens?
Because they dived in the pit straight away. They're the big tough men and they're chickened out.
Right, let's have it out with them. Here. They're all calling you chickens over there.
We're not chickens. We just wanted to get through to the next round, but most of all, we want to have a go at the house robots. Silence! How dare you! We're back and we're going to stay. More violence.
Right, just between you and me, did you dive in that pit to avoid the house robots?
Absolutely not.
Oh, look, you're packing. I just caught you in the middle of it. It's a shame you're out.
Next year, maybe.
Next time, well done.
One robot has abdicated. One will lose his throne in the trials. Now, you may think I'm the king of the castle and you're a dirty rascal is childish. And it is. But there's nothing childish about this particular version of King of the Castle. In this particular contest, the surviving robots will try and defend their castle against attack from the house robots. Whoever lasts the least amount of time will be deposed from the contest outright. Now, Dead Metal and Sergeant Bash will be storming the ramparts. Our contenders will be pouring boiling oil over their efforts. Will the kings keep their heads, or will the house robots cut them off and turn them into novelty ashtrays? Only time will tell. Let the trials begin.
Let's go.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Demon first up. Oh, and Dead Metal straight in there. And also the Sergeant. The hardened aluminium frame taking some dreadful punishment but surviving. The aim to last 30 seconds here. The Sergeant winding up perhaps to have a run from the deep. There's Dead Metal being eased forward by Sergeant Bash, actually. Oh, burning rubber. In comes the Sergeant again, determined to take Demon out, and does so.
Demon, take the platform. Well, you went over the edge, but you took Sergeant Bash with you.
They got us round the front. That was where it went wrong. And wouldn't let go. And the two of them just got us over the edge. There's nothing we could do about it.
You lasted a fair amount of time, though. You might have done enough. You might have done enough to make it to the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, Demon!
I totally agree, Craig. I think that's a good time, 27.47 seconds. Next up, Enzyme.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
14-year-old boys against Dead Metal. Sergeant Bash. There's that forklift on the front. Could flip Dead Metal or Bash up. Can lift 16 stone. Holding position right at the centre there of the ring. He's the king of the castle. There are the dirty rascals. Sergeant Bash can't gain enough leverage. That's good traction. Well done, boys. That's tremendous stuff. Enzyme surviving the course thanks to those plastic tyres, really.
Roboteers, stand by.
Here comes the mule.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Roger Plant has spent 3,500 hours undersea in a mini-sub in the North Sea oil fields. He wants to stay afloat here. Look at the power of that compressed gas forklift. Against Dead Metal, more than holding its own. There are the compressed gas legs that can kick out. I think this is a sturdy robot that can go a long way in the wars. The Sergeant can do nothing. The smoke flies, the wheels dig in, and the mule survives.
The mule! Come onto the platform. Well, you certainly gave them a run for the money, didn't you?
Yeah, getting used to this.
It's quite a powerful robot, that, isn't it? It was pushing dead metal all the way back.
Yeah, he's giving him a hard time there.
Well, you've done enough to get through to the arena, haven't you?
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause.
The bearded boffin goes through. And in joint first place with Enzyme. Megahertz next up.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
71.8 kilos. Is this heavy enough to hold on against Sergeant Bash, which makes the first thrust? And Dead Metal there. Dead Metal capturing Megahertz in the pincers. Bashing it. That's not the way to go. Oh, no, that's suicide. That is suicide. You're going, you've gone.
Cease.
Just like the bus in the Italian job film, teetering, then going. The house robot's going with it. Megahertz, 22.2 seconds. Plunderbird could put them out.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And to the tune of their dreadful pop records, we'll hear more of that later. Out comes Plunderbird the second. Wedging in underneath, Dead Metal. Are they as chicken as everyone's saying they are? Mike Onslow and his team steering away, doesn't want to get involved with Sergeant Bash or Dead Metal.
No.
Now does though, and Dead Metal goes. Well, perhaps they're not all talk. And no trousers, and the Sergeant goes. Well, they've lived up to their proud boast.
For a minute, I thought he was actually going to fall off because he was close there. So they impressed me there. Good stuff.
Well done. We've said we've come back, and now we've really come back.
How do you think you're going to handle the arena?
Cautiously.
Oh, not so confident now then?
Lots of damage, always lots of damage.
We'll wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause. What a performance.
You've seen the wobbly aerial. You haven't seen too much damage. Though Dead Metal went off the ring, and so too the Sergeant. Plunderbird, king of the castle. And Megahertz, they're out.
How are you feeling after that last scenario?
We're feeling vindicated. We,
Do you know what it means, though?
No, don't know what it means, but it sounds good and it sounds hard. So we'll be looking at the canteen menu tonight, and I don't think chicken will be on it.
It's time for the arena and for our robots to fight it out to the death. They have to obliterate their opponent, or at least immobilise him. If there's no clear winner, the judges will look at style, control, aggression, and damage. Hey, let the fighting begin.
All right, we're going to say our picks for each of these things. So I want Mule to win on this one.
First semi-final, the Mule against Demon.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
I love the Demon team. Ouch, it says on that hole in the Demon's hardened aluminium shell. Early pressure from the Mule, early aggression from the Mule. The Demon steers into trouble. The Mule nearly flicking it with the forklift. And again coming in on the attack. Steady driving and control, though, by the Demon. Dave Clutterbuck's team have driven well since the early stage of the gauntlet. Look at this. The Mule trying to push it into the PPZ. They're feeling horny, horny, horny. And it's the Demon surviving. Now edging the Mule into that PPZ. I think the Mule's actually steered itself in there in the end, which is trouble, because the house robots come in for the duel with the Mule. The Demon is immobilised, I've been told. The Demon's in trouble too. The Mule's under attack from the house robot, but the Demon can't move. Killalot comes in to finish it off. The Mule surviving, the Demon in real trouble.
Well, we're going to have to go for a judge's decision. Before we get that decision, let's look at some of the highlights.
That the early aggression from the Mule. The Demon does well, though, to steer away from trouble, then pushes the Mule into the PPZ. You'll get points for that. The Mule survives, and that's where the Demon was immobilised.
Well, we have a unanimous decision from the judges. It might be controversial, I'm not sure, but the judges have gone for the Mule. Congratulations! Guys, how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's fair. We weren't very aggressive. We had a bit of trouble with the drive, and in fact, it's stopped now. So
yeah, I thought you were immobilised. I think that's where the judges went for in the end.
Mine stopped dead about the same time.
Yeah, but you were much more aggressive before that, weren't you?
If you say so, I was watching him, not me.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
And the mule awaits the winners of the second semi-final, Plunderbird 2 again.
Demon did well. You know, GG's to the mule. Now we want Plunderbird to win this one. This is going to be a rough one.
Enzyme.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Both teams have been great fun on Robot Wars. Plunderbird 2 underneath Enzyme. Can the lads hold on here? Murray Ballard's team.
Yes.
Say hello to Oliver Beckley, who's been involved in the team all the way through, but was unavailable to be here for this.
Flamethrower?
The climax of all his work. And that work could go up in flames any moment if Plunderbird 2 and the Sergeant can edge Enzyme into the pit of fire. Dead metal coming in as well. The sparks fly. There's the camera on Killalot. Well, they're wedded in some dreadful dance of doom. The two semi-finalists. The main attack is on Enzyme, spinning away. Plunderbird 2 and Enzyme now to take on Killalot. Not for the first time. Plunderbird 2 thinks twice about it. Who's done enough? This goes to the judges.
We have a judge's decision, and the judges have decided unanimously for Plunderbird 2. Plunderbird 2, come on. Enzyme, come on to the podium. Well, it was a fairly even fight, wasn't it, young man?
Yeah, they just hammered us in the end. We just couldn't compete.
They seemed to have a bit more power than you at the end, didn't they?
Yeah, they just kept on shunting us into the house robots and we didn't stand a chance.
Give them a round of applause. Well, we gave them a bashing.
We came in to give them a bashing, and basically you've got to be cruel to be kind. We're cruel, but we're not very kind. But to give them their due, they're a really plucky team, but we just had to do the job.
One more fight in the series semi-finals.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Plunderbird 2, give them a round of applause.
Now, you know we're going for Plunderbird on this one. That was our first pick. Let's get it.
Now, is it going to kick?
Of course it's going to kick. You know,
How far is it going to kick, the Plunderbird team?
off the stage, into the pit, into oblivion.
Into orbit?
I'll think on that.
Will it be the kick of the mule or Plunderbirds are go in the final?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Magnificent engineering feat, the mule. Plunderbird 2 boys have been splendid entertainment. See the name of Enzyme crossed out on the side. They've already seen the Enzyme boys off. And immediate aggression on the mule. But Roger Plant spins that three-wheel drive away. Motorised from second-hand lawnmowers. In underneath goes Plunderbird 2. That forklift is no good for Roger. Went on top of Plunderbird 2, digging in. Out comes the leg to try and flick Plunderbird 2 away. He's doing all he can to survive. The grisly list of victims on the side of Plunderbird 2 into the PPZ. It means that Shunt can come in. The mule gets away. Now comes in for a ram of its own. Very close, this.
And the judges have gone for Plunderbird 2. Plunderbird 2, come onto the podium. Well, that was a tougher one than you thought, wasn't it?
It was a bit tougher, but we already knew the thing was quite a dangerous machine, so a little bit of strategy, as it were, but plenty of violence. We almost got him in the pit, but, well, we'll just have to do better next time.
You seem to have a lot more power than the mule, though, didn't you?
We've got about 2 tons of pulling power. We actually pulled a Range Rover with this thing. And just be afraid, there's a plunderstorm coming.
Well, hey, you've won your heat. You're through to the series semi-final. How do you think you're going to fare?
We're going to do our best to trash everything in our path, of course. Plenty of violence. We've got a bomb waiting to kill a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause.
Shots fired.
We've got more presents than Santa Claus, and the beards are real on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Well, I kicked him quite a few times, I hope you saw that. You wanted me
I
to.
didn't see you kick him into the car park, though.
He's a bit heavier than the Land Rover wheel.
We just had to kick ass. We already knew this thing was a dangerous machine, so we just went all out and we did it.
Yeah, my man's was cocky, but like not like over the top, but he was pretty funny. So I'm glad. Number one, we're glad that Plunderbird won. That is the team that we wish to win. There's something that you see that's common with Roadblock. You know, they're low. You know, kind of with this bulldoze mechanic. So, you know, when you see that, I just gotta go for it because there's just something about it. Because if you can get the upper hand and you kind of have the robot above, it's very easy to kind of flip it off. Mule had buck off on it. What I liked about Plunderbird was its kill streak. Pretty much every time it killed something, you saw the name Enzyme. You saw, you know, whatever it killed. Sergeant Bash, I think, was on there for a second. It probably had to put some other robots there, but it was cool. I actually liked it. I think that's the right amount of cockiness to it. It's kill list. The man is funny. I guess he proved that he wasn't a chicken. Megahertz was the coolest looking one out of it. Like just kind of like, if we could say it had an innovative design on it. Really cool with the computer, and you know, you had the CD-ROM drive that was coming out in the first trial. I thought that was really cool. It literally really does look like Cars. I kid you not, guys. There's I used to watch Cars a lot. They have like this let me see, Cars. Let's see if I can find it quickly. If not, screw it. But let's see if I can find it. Our show. There's one that it looks like it. Damn it. Let me write Disney Car. I'm probably not gonna find it now. But anyway, regardless, it looked like one of the things from Cars, and it's one of my favorite Disney shows, movies. Yeah. Damn it. It's like it almost looks like the gas station one. It's hard to say, but if you're familiar with Cars, hopefully maybe next time I'll have a picture for it. But yeah, Megahertz was definitely the coolest, the most innovative looking one. Plunderbird definitely had the overall best design. Mule was impressive though as well. And I was definitely thinking that Demon had some pretty good power early on. Like that thing surprised me because with 2 miles per hour, you're really going kind of slow. So you got to have some weight behind it in order to really push it back. Cool to see Colossal, the Sentinel, I think it's the Sentinel back. Obviously, Sir Kill does its job. You know, Matilda's always impressive. I'm always going to be a fan of the House Robots. I think they're really cool. But there was that judge decision. I don't know if people like that one. But I felt like, you know, with some of these things, they can at certain times it can go either way. So you can't really disagree. I mean, we can disagree with the judges at the end of the day, but it's not going to do anything. But I will do my best to try to throughout each final try to pick my picks for you guys, because that's something that I read in the comments that you guys want me to do. So I'll try to do my best to remember it. Sometimes I get so excited into it, I forget to say certain comments. And one of the things that they do very well into the show, when they do talk about you know, what's going in, what are the parts that are inside, I'm always love that about the show. But yeah, series 2 has been doing well. Better robots, a lot more destruction, a lot more shit going down in a good way. This is a good thing. I'm still waiting on, we're going to get to the part eventually, it seems, where all the best of the best from series 2 are going to fight. And that's what I'm looking forward to, because we got some really good ones. We got Roadblock. We got now Plunderbird 2. We got some solid contenders, so that's like where we're gonna get our freaking our swag on. We're gonna feel really cool. But I'll say this, that the Plunderbird the three gents. Well, the main guy that's talking out of all the ones that competitors, I think he's definitely the most vocal. I was digging that thing, but it almost felt like music video vibes. They're all just chilling. They all got their glasses. That's like, yeah, we bad, we know it. So it's kind of cool that they have that swag. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's good fun for me. We'll get the next episode as soon as we can. So thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Be safe, be well. We'll see you next time. Peace and love.